Gaurabhavan to be memorial of July massacre and 16 years of oppression, committee to be formed by Sunday, foreign advice to be sought if necessary. Protest demanding raise of age limit for government jobs to 35 years triggering traffic jam in the city. Experts doubt over aim of the protest. Autocratic approach repeatedly found in education curriculum change 8 times in 50 years. Evaluation method changed 3 times. Ideal. Hello and welcome to the News 24 English Bulletin. This is Lamir Rahman. Those were Bashundhara headlines. Now the details. Gaurabhavan will be prepared as the memorial for July massacre and oppression of 16 years. Information technology advisor Nahid Islam has said a committee will be formed by Sunday to turn it into a museum. He told this to journalists on Saturday after inspecting Gaurabhavan. At that time, advisor Asif Mahmood said recommendation of foreign experts will be sought if necessary.
The student people wave thronged towards Gaurabhavan on August 5th, just after Sheikh Hasina's fleeing the country following mass upsurge. Protesters expressed their anger created by 16 years of oppression. The interim government was decided to keep the memory of oppression that was carried out from Gaurabhavan, the birthplace of all types of plots of Sheikh Hasina. 3 of the advisors went to inspect Gaurabhavan on Saturday. Asif Mahmood said a memorial museum will be constructed with the help of Department of Architecture. The committee will start working on Sunday.
This place will be opened for all after turning it into a museum. We have come here today for the purpose. Work will start through forming a committee comprising of architects and museum experts.
The memories of 36 days of entire movement will be preserved here with timeline. Those have become martyrs in the movement, their memories and a list will be here. The wreckage of the installations will be kept here. There will be a digital representation upholding memories of 16 years.
This government will not behave the same as the past government in oppressing opposition.
The attitude we faced from the first government. We don't want anybody face this and will ensure so that this is no more faced by anyone.
The advisor said the government will always try to uphold human rights. Ekramul Haq Suman.
Job seekers have begun protests demanding that the minimum age limit for government job applications be raised to 35 years. They blocked the Shahbag intersection, halting traffic on the busy road. The protesters vowed to continue the movement until the demand is met and an official notification is issued. Analysts suggest that the government should consider this demand and also investigate why there is such strong interest in government jobs.
Protesters demanding an age limit of 35 for government job held a scheduled rally in front of the National Museum. However, by noon, they suddenly blocked Shahbag, stopping all traffic. Police tried to intervene but retreated. The entire area echoed within the protesters' slogans. The protesters hope that the interim government formed after a public uprising will accept their long-standing demand.
আর বিভিন্ন ক্ষেত্রে শর্ত সাপেক্ষে উন্মুক্ত করে দেওয়া হোক, কারণ এখানে বয়স যার এখানে মেধা যোগ্যতার ভিত্তিতে আমাদের নিয়োগ দেওয়া হোক।
আমরা পড়াশোনা শেষ করতেই 25, 26, 27, 28 পড়ে যাই। তারপরে চাকরির একটা প্রিপারেশনের সময় থাকে, যেটা হচ্ছে আমরা ন্যূনতম সময়টা পাই না।
যেহেতু ছাত্র সমাজ এখন দেশ চালাচ্ছে, আমি আশাবাদী যে ছাত্র সমাজ হয়ে তারা আমাদের ছাত্র সমাজের পক্ষেই থাকবে।
A former secretary finds the demand reasonable but stressed the need to identify why government jobs attract such high interest.
অনেকেই অনেকভাবে চাকরিতে আবেদন করতে পারেনি, বয়স চলে গেছে, তাদেরকে একটা সুযোগ দেওয়া উচিত। তো সুযোগ দেওয়া যেতে পারে, বাট আমাদেরকে এটা খেয়াল রাখতে হবে যে আমাদের সরকারি চাকরি কতটা আছে, কত সংখ্যক সরকারি চাকরি আছে। যারা এই আন্দোলন করছেন তাদেরকেও এটা খেয়াল রাখতে হবে যে এর বাইরেও কিন্তু অনেক কাজ করার সুযোগ আছে, অনেক পেশা আছে যেসব পেশায় তারা যোগদান করতে পারেন।
The protesters have vowed to continue their movement until the government issues an official order, not just assurances. Desk report, News 24.
Frequent and unplanned changes have disrupted the country's education system. In 50 years, the curriculum has changed 8 times and evaluation methods 3 times, yet no solution has emerged. Experts believe education has been used to push political agendas. Despite criticism, the new curriculum was imposed by the government. Basic needs like teacher recruitment and student-teacher ratios remain ignored. Education reform is once again under discussion by the interim government. The interim government's religious advisor, Dr. A.F.M. Khalid Hussain, stated that there are no plans to change the national anthem. He assured that no action would provoke controversy. Meanwhile, people from all walks of life, including music schools, sang the national anthem together at Rajshahi's Alupoti intersection. They expressed that any attempt to change the anthem would not be accepted. Dr. Hussain reiterated that no such changes are being considered. The Home Affairs advisor stated that Bangladesh does not want to witness another tragic incident like felonies killing at the border. Speaking at a meeting at the BGB headquarters, he urged the BGB to act professionally and not retreat at the border. He stressed the importance of following the law and warned against corruption. Felonies' death still haunts the nation and justice remains elusive even after a decade. Following the uprising, over 50 corruption cases against BNP leaders have become a burden for the Anti-Corruption Commission, ACC. Many cases lacking strong evidence are being dismissed. The ACC was previously active in prosecuting BNP leaders for the past 15 years. Transparency International Bangladesh TIB claimed the current commission has lost credibility due to inconsistent actions. Recently, senior BNP leader Mirza Abbas was acquitted in 2 ACC cases related to illegal wealth and plot fraud. BNP leader Dr. A.Z.M. Zahid Hussain stated that conspiracies against the country will continue unless all members of the Awami administration are brought to justice. Senior Joint Secretary General Ruhul Kabir Rizvi claimed that India is helping restore the authoritarian party. Other BNP leaders stressed that their future politics will focus on fulfilling the aspirations of the youth. They also expect the interim government to ensure reforms for fair elections. The interim government's chief advisor, Dr. Mohammad Yunus, visited the National Institute of Neurosciences Hospital in Dhaka to observe those injured from the July uprising. On Saturday, he observed the condition of 4 students in the ICU, all of whom sustained head injuries from gunshots during the protests. The hospital's director, Deen Mohammed, reported that their condition is improving. At least 11 people, including 8 students, have received treatment at the hospital. We'll be back after a short break. Please stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching News 24 English Bulletin. Economic advisor Dr. Salehudin Ahmed said that the government is taking a strong stance against market manipulators. He stated that reduced extortion would lead to lower prices for essential goods. After a meeting at BIGM in Agargaon on Saturday, he mentioned that actions are being taken against financial sector bigwigs. The interim government has not yet fully controlled market prices, with most remaining unchanged. Discussions are ongoing to stabilize industries and address market instability. Most garment factories in Savar and Ashulia, which had been shut down due to worker unrest over 15 demands, are now operational. Workers have returned and production is running smoothly. However, labor leaders claim third parties are trying to destabilize the situation. Factory reopened at 8 a.m. on Saturday and workers resumed their jobs. Leaders accused outsiders and junk traders of inciting violence and called for increased security. Police are identifying and pursuing the troublemakers. The Bangladesh Road Transport Workers Federation has sought cooperation from the interim government and various political parties to keep the transport sector free from extortion and grips. Speaking to reporters at the National Press Club, they accused former leaders of creating chaos under the guise of combating arson. They claimed that during the previous government, these leaders engaged in misconduct under political protection. The federation said it is working to restore order in the transport sector. The local government division has launched an investigation into allegations of corruption and irregularities against AKM Fazlul Haq, Managing Director of Chattogram Wasa. Mahmudul Hassan, head of the investigation team and Director General of the ministry, stated that if evidence of corruption is found, no leniency will be shown. Protests and calls for his resignation continue, with accusations including nepotism and financial mismanagement. The investigation team is reviewing the allegations and preparing a report. New violence has erupted in the Indian northeastern states of Manipuri's Jiribam and Bishnupur districts. On Saturday, drone and rocket attacks along with gunfire resulted in at least 5 deaths and several injuries, according to government officials. Schools across the state have been closed due to the violence. In Jiribam, a sleeping person was shot and later 4 armed rebels were killed in a clash with security forces. Bangladesh cricket team will begin their practice at the home of cricket on Monday in preparation for the upcoming series against India. Shakib Al Hassan, who will join the team in Chennai after playing country cricket in England, will start training with the squad from the beginning. Team management will have all players together only after Monday, as captain Najmul Hossain Shanto has already begun practice to regain form. The BCB downplays security concerns related to the series. That's all from the newsroom today. Thank you for watching News 24 English Bulletin. Please stay with us.